Hi guys, good evening. I, Annapurna K.S. Murugan, would like to welcome you all to our classes presented on BYJU'S exam prep. I hope you guys are doing good for the day. Yes, and excited about. So what type of question today we are going to discuss? Is it? Yes, then definitely let me disclose what is that type of question that we are going to talk about today. So basically today we are going to discuss about flawed questions. Now you may be wondering, yeah, I haven't seen this question, or what is this flawed question? We basically don't discuss this in our RCs or logical reasonings. So we haven't come across this. No guys, so if you haven't come across this, then I guess you people are lacking somewhere. So therefore no worries, we are here, right, to help you out. So let me discuss what is this flawed question, where exactly we'll be getting this, and how to solve these questions. See, basically what do you mean by flaw? Flaw means mistake, isn't it? So flaw means what? It's mistake. So mistake in what? So you would be wondering, hey, mistake in what? Why do we have to find the mistake? And who is committing mistake here? This is what will be in your mind. Yes, definitely I'll clear it out. Basically, so these flawed questions is a part of our logical reasoning questions or critical reasoning questions. That means what happens? So when we are reasoning out, we all know that we will be basing our reasonings on the argument. What is that we'll be basing on? So we'll be basing on our argument. Okay, but what is this argument? This argument is nothing but your author's decision or author's claim or the paragraph claim, isn't it? So basically you will be seeing that. So we will be working, when we are working on the critical reasoning, we try to focus mainly on what? So why that argument has come, so whether that argument is correct or not. So this is what we'll be doing here. So if that is the case, how does this argument come into existence, or how does the claim of the author comes into existence? There will be one immediate reason, isn't it? We may have like many reasons, okay, but there will be always one immediate reason, so that will be making you to come at some conclusion or take up some decision, isn't it? So that decision is our premise. That means what? If you are taking a decision, then there will be one particular idea, or there will be one immediate reason because of which you have taken the decision. For example, you take the decision of this one, coming on to this live session. Why is that you took this decision? Is it just because I am presenting the lesson out here? No. So you had problem with flawed questions maybe, and you felt that yes, this is the site where you can get the solution for the same. So that means what? For your problem, you may get, or you will be getting the solution, and that is the reason you people logged on to this live classes, isn't it? So that means having the problem, having issues, not able to solve the questions, all these things, what? It's the background, okay? But the main reason is you felt that your problem could get solution on this platform, and that is the reason you are in, right? So that means what? I can say here that, so that is your premise here, just like that. So every claim of an author, every decision of an author, every argument will have this what? Premise. Okay, premise is that important reason. Now then we'll have like backgrounds also. When you see the argument, so what is that you see? There will be many reasons, miscellaneous reasons, right? So which will make this premise more strong, and then we'll come to the conclusion. So background means certain things, okay, certain information that would be helping us to understand the claim in much better way, okay. So then we may have counter premise also. counter premise. So for example, so the counter premise would be what? Hey, we have the recorded classes. There is no like what is that, a kind of login for the live classes, isn't it? So this is what countering your decision. Countering, like, why the live classes? We have already the recorded classes. You can watch the recorded classes. So that means what? Basically you will be seeing here, the counter premise will always try to go against the claim here. So basically this is the brief description of the argument. But now what are we talking about? We are talking about flaw. You need to identify the flaw. But flaw in what? Flaw in reasoning out. That means what? Yes, you need to identify author's mistake in taking up the claim or author's mistake in giving up the conclusion. So that means what? Based on the premise, based on the background, so keeping the background as our this one reference point, so author with this information, his decision would not be justifying. Now, you know that it is not justifying. Why? Because flawed question. What is your duty? You need to say on what grounds it is not justified. What is that reason, right? What is that reason? So why author's claim cannot be justified, keeping the background into our mind. Okay, that is what you people are finding out. Obviously, it is reasoning questions, right? Reasoning question means what? Basically, you need to reason out why, what, when, where, which. So, whereas in reading comprehensions, what we'll be doing? Yeah, whatever information is there, it will be something like direct questions. Based on information, understanding, you will be answering. But reasoning part, critical reasoning questions, what you need to do? So, keeping the things, or you people need to be within the box of the argument, and you need to keep yourself in the shoes of the author and try to reason out why, what else. So these things should be done. So in the same way, so here also you need to identify what is that mistake that author has done. Okay, so now let us go for the next important thing. Now you may be wondering, yeah, what flaws could be there? If you have the back-end idea, like what are the possible mistakes that one would be committing while taking the decisions? Just let us take our own examples, isn't it? So you will be seeing like, yes, so we see that like what is that? So engineering, so I'm not trying to pick up any like particular like profession or anything. So we feel that professional courses, okay, so yeah, XYZ did this professional course and hence so he is earning well. Okay, so what is this? XYZ. So basically what? He did some professional course, say ABC. So what has happened here? So because of that, so he is now into very good company and he is earning well, his life is settled. So what happens? So people, so like who is related to XYZ, or people in that wherever this XYZ hails from, people looks at him and feel that yes, whoever did do this ABC course will definitely have a luxury life. Do you think this one reasoning is correct? No, right? We see today, because sports players today, they are in great demand. So we we can say like everyone feel that okay, so it's good to be a sports player. So what we do, we try to put all our kids and like siblings, everyone like go play sports. So definitely you people will be successful. So do you think this reasoning is good? Whether we are correct in reasoning out this? No. Why? Because we are doing the hasty decisions here. Just because someone succeeded. So it is not true with every case there. Okay, so like this, so we tend to have this hasty decisions just by considering certain premises and the background. That is called as hasty. This one, what is that? Generalizations we can take. Okay, now so we have one more type of faulty decisions that we would be basically taking, or that you people would be experiencing in your critical reasoning questions. That means, see, whatever right now the common flaws we are talking about, it is not just what is that a part of critical argument. It is just even in our lives, what we do these what is that reasonings only. We commit mistakes on these reasonings. Therefore, when you people are learning this now, so you people actually learn the life lesson also, that you should not do your decisions on the basis of these things. Faulty relation. Faulty relations also we'll be doing. What is that? We say like, okay, so we have heard like, so yeah, many people from South India, so they tend to be intellectual. So whatever, like what we do, so we try to give the generalization. Every person from South India will be very intellectual, isn't it? So, and also we have a, what is that claim also, like Gen Zs are very carefree and etc. etc. Just by looking at 1-2 people or a group of people of this generation, we feel that Gen Zs are carefree. But if I have X person who is the Gen Z, so I cannot apply the same thing. I cannot say that you are Gen Z, so therefore you are carefree. Who knows? So that person would be very, what is that, sophisticated, so, and very organized and very bothering kind of mindset that could be there. That is called as faulty relations. That means just because we saw something there, so we apply the same thing to the entire group or entire community. That is faulty relations that we are going to do. And also we have the casual, this one, causal fallacy. What is this basically? It is because, okay, something happened. If there is an event, so after something it is happening, for example, so you think that in your college, so a new principal comes in. After new principal comes in, you people see that you people are winning the like all inter-college, inter-university competitions. So what we generalize here, we say that, oh, new principal has come, because of him this thing is happening, isn't it? So if something goes bad, we say that, oh, because new principal came, that is the reason all the bad things are happening there. So that means what? This is the this one. What is that? The third type of fallacy that you people can be seeing. And statistical fallacy. This is very common, and we'll get trapped also by looking at this statistical fallacy. For example, if we say, okay, so out of 20, like whoever attended the CLAT exam, if we say 25% of the students succeeded in CLAT exam and they got into very good colleges and universities. So now 25% of the students who attended the CLAT exams, okay. But if we generalize, 25% of the student population entered into, what is that, law courses. Don't you think that is a statistical fallacy? That means we are talking about the numbers on other grounds, but we are comparing it on the other grounds. So that is not fair. So that kind of thing also, it should not happen. Okay, we should be very careful about these numbers. Okay, and then personal attack. Yes. So because we'll not be liking that person, or like we won't be having that affinity towards that person. If something goes wrong or something happened, oh, because he came na, she came na, that is the reason we met with an accident. So this kind of, what is that, claims which has no base, which is just random, is called as flawed argument. I hope you people understood basically what exactly this flawed argument will be. Now, you people understood? Let us practice on the questions. Now, I have here a dialogue based question. Okay, so let me explain this question. Let me tell you, so here one thing, yes, whenever you people are doing the flawed argument, now first you find what is the argument. If you guys don't find argument now, and also see why that argument has happened, that is the trick first. We can't just randomly take anything that is like, what is that you feel correct, you are taking it as an answer. No, you have to first see what is that argument, on what background that argument has happened, because we need to compare now. We need to see that what is the difference. Okay, this is the premise and this is the argument, whether this argument is based on the same premise or something lacking. That something lacking only is the flaw out here, right? So therefore identify first here what is that argument or the claim of the person. So what is that we have here? Those who oppose experimentation on animals do not properly value the preservation of human life. This is sounding to be a claim here, because it is like a judgment. So who Ramya is giving? So Ramya is saying that why, although animal suffering is unfortunate, it is justifiable if it can lead to the cures for human ailments. What is she saying? Yeah, so animal suffering is like, what is that? So it is unfortunate. However, if these experiments can lead cures to human ailments, then so it is justifiable. That means whatever we are doing experimentation on the animals, if it is a solution for the human problems, ailments, disease or thing, so then it is justifiable. She is just saying that it is justifiable if we get solution for human ailments. Okay, so this is the reason she is thinking and she is giving us this decision. For that, Raksha says what? But much animal experimentation involves testing of ordinary consumer products such as soaps, dyes and cosmetics. The thing she's saying what? So basically, but you are talking about cure or illness, but here they are doing the testing for, so the basic consumer products, that is like soaps, dyes and cosmetics. Now let us see what Ramya is saying here. These experiments are again justifiable on the same grounds, it seems. On what grounds? So if there is a solution for the human pain, ailments in the sense what? So health issues. But she is saying on the same grounds it is justifiable. Since so cleanliness, convenience and beauty are worthwhile human values deserving of support. So now she is saying that, okay, because we need cleanliness, convenience and beauty, because that will be worthwhile for human values. Now you people only think where she is going wrong here. Don't you think she is going hasty with the decision? Isn't it? She is just saying this, okay, so those who are opposing animal animal experimentation, they actually don't care for human life, she is saying. So, but on what ground she is saying that they are not caring for the human life? Okay, so here though she is trying to say that cures for the human ailments. Okay, but here saying she is trying to say that on the same grounds. How, see here it is a serious condition, but how can we relate cleanliness, convenience and beauty on the same grounds as the solution for the human this one ailments? Definitely what? Her decision is just random decision. She is not analyzed, she is not able to set that so grounds on which she is telling that so these experimentation can safeguard the human values or human this one requirements, isn't it? So that's the reason, keeping this in mind, this is called as shadow answer. By looking at the argument, we saw that there is a problem, and what is the problem? She is not able to set that so this one claim. So how just the experimentation can safeguard the lives, okay, human lives or the morals there, right? So now let us try to see the argument. The one matches our 100%, our shadow answer 100%, that could be our answer. Now you people can go through the options here. When you go through the options, see here which one she is basing her idea on, or where she is basically going wrong in justifying the things. So a claim that animal experimentation is justifiable if it supports human value contradicts a claim. So contradicts a claim that such experimentation is only if it leads to cure for. No, she is actually what she's saying, that anything in favor of human beings, so he is justifiable. So therefore, she is not like what is that faulty. We cannot say that this is the faulty. That means what? So it is not the right thing. And if you see, she places a higher value on human cleanliness, convenience and beauty, then she does not on the preservation of animal life. See, we all know that she is actually giving importance for human values than animal life. This is all known there. It is a fact that is mentioned, okay? But we are trying to say how she is presenting, like health ailments with the cleanliness, and how that experimentation, on what basis she is coming to that claim. So that we are not able to set with B also. She uses the word value in two different senses. This is also just, we are not discussing like in what senses, because that is not the mistake she has done. She is not able to set up that grounds on which she can relate both the ideas here, right? So therefore this also is unreasonable. She assumes that all ordinary consumer products aid in the preservation. But on what way it is preserving? That's what we need to identify, right? On what ground she is saying that this preservation of human life is happening. So therefore, that is not there here, right? So that is not giving us that. But if she fails to show how mere support for human values actually preserves human life. That's what. What is that base? What is that grounds on which she says that if we are saving the human, values, then human life will be protected? In what way it is there? So if you see here, she says that, so if experimentation, if there is like what is that cure for human ailments, how this will lead to human life protection there. Getting it? So this is what basically happens in our flawed arguments. Now, let us quickly go on to the next question. The average normal infant born in India weighs between 5 to 7 kgs at the age of 3 months. That means once these infants reach 3 months, so their average weight, it is observed to be between 5 to 7 kgs. Therefore, if a 3-month-old child weighs only 4 kgs, its weight gain has been below the India's average. See, this is the statistical flaw. Why statistical flaw? They are saying average weight is what? 5 to 7 kgs. But if a child is found to be below that, okay, or if the, what is that? The weight of the baby is 4 kgs, how can we say that basically the weight gain, the average weight gain of that baby is less? Because this is talking about average weight. Nowhere they are talking about what is the average weight gain of each baby, isn't it? See, average weight and average weight gain, two different factors, isn't it? So therefore what? They are trying to relate the average weight with average weight gain. That means, say in 1 month, how much a baby can weight, take up the weight, okay, that is the average weight. But what is this average weight? Average weight is, okay, by 3 months, what will be usually the weight of the children, okay. So that is the thing. Average weight gain in the sense what? Yes, in 3 months, in 1 month, in 2 months, how much? So a baby usually gains the weight, okay, that is average weight gain. How can this average weight gain and so average weight is relatable? Don't you think they are comparing on different grounds? So therefore, what is the fault in the author's argument? is giving a wrong decision here. What is that? Its weight gain has been below Indian average. First of all, we don't know what is the average weight gain there, isn't it? So therefore, you people have answer here. Now pick the best one out of here. Which one is basically presenting whatever we discussed now? It is E, right? Average weight gain is not the same as average weight. Yeah, these two things are two different parameters. How can these two different parameters can be compared? For example, our ratios only. When we are taking the ratios, do you people take the ratios of two different things? Height and weight, you take the this one ratio of two different persons? No, right? So just like that only, statistical also what? Statistical fallacies occurs when they are basically comparing two different things on two different parameters. So like this, okay? So therefore, I guess you people understood how to tackle fallacy questions in our critical reasonings. I hope you people understood. So we'll meet you again. So until then, bye, take care. But however, so we have posted a Google form link in the description box. Kindly fill that and share it with us so that our mentors will be reaching out and will be discussing what problems you people are having and what better you people can do to improve your scores, right? So, and also kindly follow our page. So thank you so much. Bye. We'll see you in the next class. Take care. Until then.